Yeah.
prepared to copy all this information. We'll step into that corner room, just over there.
So,
You too, Stalker.
sir, as you, I don't know if you heard about me, but I didn't come here to the zone about money. But due to the issue that's been plaguing farmers outside of the fucking zone. I myself am a farmer, I come from a wealthy family, and money is not the reason why I came into the zone. I came into the zone to figure out who the fuck was bringing artifacts through the wheat fields that we have in Ukraine, and setting them on fire. I ended up discovering that Svoboda is the main cause, so it was the main target of my
Svoboda is burning farmers' crops.
what they do is they take the artifacts and they smuggle it through the wheat fields. It's pretty much keeps them out of sight from government because they don't use the main roads. They just use the wheat fields, which are vast throughout Ukraine, and they go from one end to the other if they need, and they go unnoticed. My neighbors unfortunately suffered due to this artifact transport and ended up burning partially part of his fields, and that could happen to my family too. I didn't want it to get to that point, and if the government fails to get to stop those men to get to that point, I myself came here to stop it. I arrived with some men from army warehouses. They let me at Skatorsk, and from there on I kept moving. Since then, I myself ingrained myself with Svoboda, and they first taught me to spy on ecologists. I said okay. When I arrived there, I met Jinx. This is how I first spoke with her, and she informed me that I did good in informing her, and that she wanted me to keep an eye on them, try to understand why they wanted. I mentioned to her that due to her collaboration with Duty at the time, they wanted to know more about their operations. Later on at those days, I met your officer there, or your soldat. I don't know his rank exactly, and I ended up informing him about two Svoboda operators, stalkers that collaborate with them, and we ended up executing them in the FOB. This took less than 30 minutes. Both of them were eliminated on spot, since the information I provided was sufficient to conclude that the people in our sightings were the men that I had spotted inside the Svoboda compound. Since then, I've been working. I then worked with Duty because one of their men asked me to bring them back to their base. He didn't feel okay with going out there by himself, and since I pretty much just deal with mutants, I don't really care about men. That's why I carry two shotguns. I ended up carrying him, and he got attached to me. Let's say it like that. I every so often go to their base. I drop up some bounties. I don't ask for money, and they always go, "Oh, this is what I like. No money." And I didn't come here for money. That's the truth. I only need ammo, clothing, vests, helmets, whatever to keep myself alive. Fuck money. If I needed money, I wouldn't be coming from here. I would ask my dad, Mom, I would start my own fucking business. Do something good outside this fucking place. And as you can see, that's how I've been gathering information about everybody. Svoboda, Duty, ecologists, and everybody just gets along with me because I don't ask for money. I just ask for whereabouts, and they just allow me to go in and out. No questions made. You get it, sir.
I do.
This intel is exactly why I prioritized cultivating this spy for us.
It was a good decision, Senior Soldat.
Thank you kindly, Capitan.
So, is there any pertinent information about Svoboda at this time?
So, as I provided your soldat over there, I updated him on Svoboda compound. They've been shifting some of their belongings from one place to another, and you should have an updated map. If necessary, I can try to do something more mapped out, let's say it like that. Right now, he only has photos. Additionally, ecologists have been trying to map out the new or the shifted anomaly fields, and That's pretty much what I've been doing. I just work with maps inside the fucking zone. Everybody wants maps, everybody wants photos. And that's what I do. I just do photos and maps. That's why I also have a camera downstairs if you want to check any of the rules, photos that I've taken in the past. Svoboda, they wanted to know more about that bulk operation with the ecologists, and I ended up figuring out, and they also told me, that they were looking for this helmet, or to produce an helmet which allows you to safe travel the zone without having to care about barriers. I didn't really understand what they were mentioning, but this should be due to their expedition to the CNPP, which Freedom had spoken to me about, further explore or understand what is their goal. I don't know the exact cause why Dole wants to go to the CNPP. I don't know why Freedom wants to stop Duty from going to the CNPP, and I don't understand why the ecologists want to help Duty arriving at the CNPP. So right now, the major issue that we have here, in my opinion, is the CNPP, and what is that helmet that allows you to free travel the zone? Like, what is it? What is the potential of such thing?
I'm sorry, did you say the ecologists want to stop the dog?
No, they
From
want
going
to help them getting there, sir.
Help them,
By
okay. And
producing these helmets,
Svoboda wants
which I
to
don't...
prevent this.
Apparently, that's why they asked me to spy on them.
Understood. Is there a potential of attack?
Most likely a betrayal, let's say it like that, since by what I understood of late news, they are collaborating. But let's admit, if Svoboda doesn't have the money on top of the table, I don't believe they will go along with the plan until the end. And it's better to chop off the snake's head than just the tail. And I suppose if you catch them all between high reds in the middle of whatever field there is near the CNPP, I suppose Svoboda would take the chance. You would take out both the ecologists and Duty at the same time. Especially the higher-ups.
This sounds plausible. Interesting.
If you additionally let me provide you two things.
You will remain and hold on. You will remain and be fully logged into our system. Beforehand, I only had a nickname and no picture, but now that you have fully pledged your allegiance to the Ukrainian military as a stalker working for us, you will be fully logged. Nobody will have access to this information except for NCOs. As far as we are concerned, no normal soldat will be able to leak the fact that you're spying for us. They will only know your name, nothing else. We will keep it discreet, just to make sure nobody blurts out something.
Understandable. If anything happens, I know who did it, sir. Right now, there is only one person in this whole fucking zone which knows my name, and that would be Jinx. So if anybody mentions my name to her, you know, but if anybody wants to leak my name, well, it should only be coming from them. Additionally, let me give you another name which I address myself as, but this is more for the anarchists. It's Baryaktar, or Bayar. So, if you ever hear anybody addressing themselves as Bayar or Baryaktar, that's most likely me, and that's the name I use along them. This way, they don't mix me, Reaper, as in FOB, and Bayar as me at their base. That's how I prevent myself from being caught, like those two guys did. The Dado and Ash. They use their single name, both in one place and at the other. That's how they got fucked.
I see. Well, as you understand, we will not be warning you when we are attacking or engaging Svoboda forces. There is no way for us to foresee whether you are with them. And as much as I want to trust you, you are still a stalker. You can always play both sides.
I understand, sir.
Hang out with Svoboda at your own risk. Make your interactions with them short and concise. Gather as much intel as you can whilst interacting with them, and avoid staying with them for prolonged periods of time, in case you get engaged by Ukrainian military. Our soldats will not be checking every stalker with a green armband if they're known to us. They will be eliminated swiftly.